We are live at the Baobab restaurant. I am Jean Bélier. Yves Dosso, Mamadou Ndao, Irissa Silla, the others are coming soon. We are live at the Baobab to be a part of the launching of the opening or reopening of the Baobab restaurant. Alucine, I've seen him over there. That is of ACR TV. He's one of the most wanted over there. Alucine is here, and we are here. We are going to talk to everybody and to let people share their opinion about ACR TV. We're seeing the owner of Baobab Restaurant coming here, Mr. Lassana Tambajan. We'll soon be talking to him. And we have the African community is coming out in mass, and we are happy to see a very beautiful restaurant being inaugurated today. And the food seems to be excellent. I see Cheboudian Mamadou, Cheboudian flying by. I'll soon see some other food will be there. And the owner of the restaurant is here. We're going to talk to the man himself, Mr. Lassana Tambajan. Have a seat, sir. Have a seat. Just some water. Some water for now? Just some water now. We'll be coming out to you soon because you're the man. You're the man. And Mr. Tambajan is here. Mr. Tambajan, you're very familiar to African Caribbean radio and television. I know you've worked very hard for this day to come. How do you feel about today?
Well, feel very happy so far the way the people respond. And I'm very happy for today. And I work hard, but it's worth it. And this is a very good day for me that to open this restaurant. And I'm thanking for you guys too to be here and to be part of this journey today.
The Baobab what is a Baobab? Why the Baobab?
Baobab is like a big tree. Yeah. It's a big tree that if you tired, you go relax under the tree. If it's too hot, you go under the tree. If it's raining, you go under the tree. So Baobab protect everything. So that's why we name it Baobab. It's too hot, you go there, you could relax. And it's too cold, you go there. And if you're hungry, you go under the tree, you find something to eat. So that's why we call it Baobab. So it's a big tree.
That was the owner of Baobab Restaurant, Lassana Tambajan. Lassana Tambajan he sat with us to give us a brief history and the reason why the restaurant is being called the Baobab. I was in Africa. I had a chance to see those giant tree, and I had a feeling that I was living in the era of the dinosaur, because only those kind of tree that you see in Africa, when you see a baobab, you cannot not be impressed with the baobab. In Haiti, we have another tree that's called the mapu. That's sort of the equivalent of the baobab in Africa. And today is definitely, this is not an overstatement, it's a beautiful day. A lot of people are here, very happy, and they are enjoying the food. And I will soon be moving to the kitchen and sharing the food, tasting the food. And I will tell definitely our engineer, Yves, all the food is, because I'll be eating, he'll be still be taking the video. But now we are with us one of our own, Irissa Silla. Irissa is host of Joko Wapiking. Irissa, how are you doing?
I'm good, John. How are you?
How do you feel today?
I feel good being part of this big event, the grand opening of Baobab of our friend Lansana Tambajan. And I think that he deserves to have the restaurant because he worked hard already to get where he is right now. And for someone who knows his story, because I learned his story about one show in our television, African Caribbean Radio and Television, where he came from in business and where he are right now. And I think this restaurant will be another step, a new step in his work, and I think it will be good things. I wish him the best.
Je suis la femme le grand frère de Lassana Tambadjan.
Ah bon, elle est de la famille, Madame Tambadjan. Bienvenue à African Caribbean Radio et Télévision. Qu'est-ce que vous aimeriez voir de Baobab?
J'aimerais voir Baobab comme tous les restaurants africains ici, que le Baobab réussit, que tout le monde, je demande tout le monde, Guinéens, Gambiens, tous les Africains de venir, Sénégalais, Ivoiriens, tout le monde. Je demande tout le monde de venir nous soutenir. On est tous le même. C'est ce que je demande à tout le monde.
Et bon, vous aviez parlé des Gambiens, Sénégalais, Guinéens et autres. Et la nourriture, est-ce que ça va refléter la réalité culturelle de tous ces gens-là?
On va mélanger tout. Les manger ivoiriennes, sénégalaises, guinéennes, gambiennes, tout le monde, même les Américains. Oui.
Le Baobab se donne une vocation internationale, lorsque vous dites même les Américains. Parce que vous voulez qu'ils fassent...
Même les Chinois.
C'était Madame Tambadjan, une habituée de la maison. Elle est la belle-sœur de la propriétaire de la station. Elle nous a accordé une interview. Elle a parlé de nous a donné ses impressions sur le restaurant Baobab. Le Baobab dont le propriétaire, M. Lassana Tambadjan, vient de nous faire une histoire de pourquoi le Baobab et pourquoi on appelle le restaurant le Baobab. C'est un grand arbre géant en Afrique où souvent on dit que les griots se retrouvent pour parler de l'histoire de l'Afrique. C'est là où souvent les jeunes sont formés, où la culture africaine se passe de génération en génération. C'est à travers c'est sur le Baobab. Eh bien, on continue en direct. We are back live to the Baobab restaurant, African Caribbean Radio and Television. We're broadcasting live with the opening or the reopening of the Baobab. The African audience, the public community is here in mass. And we have the privilege to have with us the wife of the owner of the restaurant, Madame Tambadjan. Welcome, bienvenue à African Caribbean Radio et Télévision.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here today because it's a special day for me to assist this opening here regarding my husband. So I'm very happy.
Okay, I had the opportunity to come here and I saw him at work. And I saw the amount of work he has done in a very little timeline. And it is really incredible. When he told me he was going to open the restaurant in a specific date, I said, there is no way you can make it. And he made it happen, you know. And I know it's a lot of work that we've been invested in here. So what would you like to see?
I'm so happy. I'm proud of him. He's a very strong man. I'm very proud of him. I'm just praying, let God leave the Baobab here for a long time, for many, many years, many years. That's my wish for Baobab.
That was Madame Tambadjan, the wife of the owner of the Baobab restaurant. Immediately after Madame Tambadjan, Madame, we have another guest. Madame, if you want to take it. This is the man behind all the activities at Sunu Afrique. Mr. Obebi is another Mr. Africa. Welcome to ACR TV, Mr. Obebi.
Well, thank you, John. I appreciate you having me. Okay, I guess the occasion that we're here for is the type that we are here to encourage. Because same thing that you do, okay, with African Caribbean TV, that's what all the different entities and organs that we have are trying to do, which is to support African and Caribbean businesses.
Okay, exactly. Because talking about African Caribbean business, I know you have it. This is something that is dear to you to see African and Caribbean business being promoted in the community. What necessary step that we need to take to reinforce that, to go beyond wishful thinking, but to see something being implemented in the community as a real empowering organization for the African and Caribbean community?
Well, I think it will take the different entities or publics and all that to come together. But that I mean the people that have the resources, who, meaning money, have to come to the table also. Those who have the ideas about what to do have to be on the table. And then one of the most important part of it is the community support, because the other two parts can play their role, but without the support of the community, meaning coming to patronize the businesses, right? Nothing is going to happen. So I think that's what needs to happen, and then the rest of it will be upon those who have the business and all that to work very hard to keep on improving, like this gentleman and the other people have done now.
Okay, let's talk about your show now. You have a show for how many years you've been on WPAT?
It's going on 8 years now. Okay, as the show African Music Morning is going on 8 years. The other one which I produced, which is Straight Talk with Dr. Chike Oyani, is going on 9 years now. But Sunu Africa Radio itself is about 10, 11 years now. But the show that you're talking about, which is the one that is, well, all of them are dear to me per se, but the African Music Morning one, okay, which is the one that does the music of the African continent and the African diaspora. Okay, so that one is about making sure that our culture, okay, from around from the continent and the diaspora itself, okay, is promoted, because we have very limited sources, okay, for that to be done. So it's an obligation for us to make sure that we're not only doing the commercial side of it, but also the ones that they call traditional, which nobody cares about. So that's what the challenge is, okay, for those of us who are there at the programs like African Music Morning and the various programming that African Caribbean TV does.
Okay, you for 8 years you've been doing it. How is the community responding to your program?
Well, to be very candid, okay, we are struggling, in terms of the what that matters the most to most people over here, which is the dollar side of it. But the response in terms of listenership and all that, okay, is growing. And of course, that we do it beyond the borders of New York and the United States, because we are on the net too, okay, worldwide. So we get response from all over, okay, but we want to translate that into the thing that will keep it going, which is some serious dollars and all that.
So I'm going to put you a little bit on the spot.
Yes.
You expected that?
Yeah, yes, yes.
So when is African Music Morning coming to ACR TV?
Very shortly, okay. Very shortly, it's coming. My idea of what to do, okay, my idea, okay, my idea of what to do, okay, on African Caribbean TV is the type, because of the fact that it's a visual medium. So how to make it a little bit more exciting. Okay, the music itself is exciting, okay, and how to integrate a few other things to make sure that somebody who's watching it from outside will say, "Wow, I'm glad that I'm doing this," because it's an exciting program. But it's coming very soon. That's what I'll say.
Okay. Or maybe in our community we have often a tendency to appreciate our people when they are departed, when they are gone. And it is my privilege, and I've told you many times that I truly appreciate the work that you are doing in the community. Because if we had a 100 baby and we would have had a much better community. And as you know, in the world of globalization, and the tendency is to promote a unique culture, though you're talking about globalization. And the work that you're doing at Sunu Afrique, African morning, music morning, and I think it is necessary. And that needs to be duplicated. And I truly, on behalf of the African Caribbean Radio and Television, thank you for what you've done and what you are continuing or doing right now. And I look forward to join force with you so that we can do it at another level on radio and television as well. Because irrespective of where you do it, and I think it is a necessary work, and we are missing those type of agents in the community, people who are really doing the work with passion, with a conscience, and who understand the role in the community. And this is one thing that is missing big time, and I appreciate the fact that sometimes even in indifference, sometimes you feel alone. Yes. Such a show that you're doing should not be struggling economically. But this is the reality. You are struggling, even African Caribbean Radio and Television. We are struggling, but that shouldn't have been the case. But hang on, stay put. Like they say, I never thought I would use that expression, stay the course. You remember that was the term in vogue during the Bush era. But in your case, stay the course, my man, because we need you. We need those kind of support, those kind of show in the community. And we are duty-bound to work together to do something that can really continue to appeal to the African and Caribbean community.
Absolutely. And, first of all, let me quickly say, that I'd like to thank a young man, okay, which you know very well, all right, who is the source, to some extent, okay, of, what we're doing there, which is El Hajin Dow, okay, my associate and all that.
He's the director of African Desk at African Caribbean Radio.
That's what I said, somebody that you know very well. Okay, so his support, his initiatives and all that, okay, is what, brought us, to where we are now. Just to add to what you're saying, that, I consider the fact that no matter how we do what we do, okay, no matter where we come from and all that, whether from within the continent itself or part of the diaspora, that we are bound to make sure that we continue to make those links and connections, because that is the reality. Others who are not of African ancestry, no matter where you're from, when they look at you and all that, okay, they know, that is where it is. So those from the continent have to continue to reach out to, and those from outside of the continent have to continue to reach in. And that is what our role is, okay? That's why we could have, gone the direction of making sure, that, hey, just, project the music that people want to hear, which is a commercial one, but that will be letting down the culture. So that's what we're there. That's why it's sort of a struggle, but we have to keep on keeping on, like you said, to keep steady cause. But I want to thank you also because of, the encouragement. Dina is coming again. I'm good. Have my thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So as you can see, that the African hospitality is there.
Definitely.
Food is coming, and that's part of the whole thing whereby the culture had to circulate. So again, thank you for making that observation, that notation, all that. Okay, but yes, it is a struggle, and we have to keep on keeping on. We are hoping, okay, that, like I said earlier on, that the different entities, the people that have the resources, will realize that, hey, in entertainment, okay, you can make money, because it's been proven many other times over by those different. So they're not supposed to just hold back, because they only take it and give resources to places where it's not really necessary. But culture can generate revenue, and by generating revenue, you can also use that to firm. That's where respect for your people comes from, when people respect their culture. So that's what I'll say.
So, man, I feel that we could spend the whole evening talking because you're very resourceful, and I truly appreciate the depth of all your analysis here and at WPAT. And if when someone is doing entertainment and you see that they can really, there's a serious depth in his presentation, you know that you are dealing with substance. And
And I want to say, that what, within the next few weeks or so, you have a date, okay, to come and talk some more about African Caribbean TV, okay, to expand, this thing so that the work that we're doing together and separately and all that, okay, can continue to flourish. All right? Is that a
anytime,
date?
it is a date, I'll take you on that, okay? Thank you very much, oh babies, Olali. I know I didn't sacrifice the name, right? Oh baby Olali.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's correct, The Nigerian brother, Mr. Africa himself.
Well,
we
I
have,
know Mr. Africa is going to come across.
but he called it Mr. Africa in America. I didn't say that in America. Ogo So. He's another activist for whom I have the highest respect. Someone who sacrificed himself for this community. Ogo really is the soul of Africa wherever he goes.
Absolutely.
We do have sometimes a very lively discussion about certain issues in Africa, but yet this is somebody that we should really admire, and I admire him. Everyone at ACR TV, through his show, he has introduced us to a lot of people. Okoso introduced us to Lassana Tambajan. He invited him to go to ACR TV. Elajendao, I know him through Ogoso, okay? And we become, that's a brotherhood that is there. Mamadou Ndao, who is the Chief Technology Officer of the television, was introduced to us through Elajendao. Therefore, that is a family that is growing, and then we need to continue to do the work so that we can be the link, the bridge between for the African community. And this is a daunting task. It is difficult, very sometimes perilous, I would say. But greatness is not being achieved without challenges.
Absolutely.
You know,
And
so
it's not overnight.
it's not overnight. So it's not no matter how many times you fall, but sometimes how you get up and really start going again.
Yes.
Oh, baby, it's always a pleasure having you. My food is here. I'm going to try to taste some of them.
That is what is sacrificed.
We will be moving soon. We will be moving soon to.
It tastes good. Yes.
It's good enough. The plate. But I can tell you, if I'll be eating it, do not try to cut on it on this one. I'll be enjoying my food live from the Baobab restaurant, 120, 116 African Caribbean Radio and Television. It's broadcasting live, and I'm enjoying the food. That is that a Teboudian, Mamadou? Chebouyap. Ah, Chebouyap. What is Chebouyap? What is the difference?
Then is fish
It's fish?
and yap is meat.
Oh, it is meat. Okay.
I just learned that today too, the difference between the two.
Okay, Chebouyap. Mm-hmm.
Are we done?
You're done. Oh, he was the man.
I'm not the man.
The man of the moment.
I wish I was.
You know?
Yeah, I wish I was.
Talking about it. And here we come.
I wish I was.
We were just talking about you. Hey! No. Mr. Cisse, the Mr. Cisse is here. Mr. Weekend Parade. Mr. Weekend Parade himself.
Thank you.
Monsieur Cissé est là, la famille s'agrandit et l'agenda vient d'arriver. Mamadou Ndao est en train de travailler. Sous peu, il doit entrer en contact avec le docteur Faustin pour assurer une présence de la retransmission en direct ici. Il vient d'entamer le deuxième plat. C'est vraiment, l'ambiance est vraiment extraordinaire ici à TV. Et il y a M. Cissé qui vient de s'installer, M. Weekend Parade. Et ça se fait ici et nulle part ailleurs. Hein?
That's good, man. All right.
Ça se passe ici et nulle part ailleurs. C'est la phrase magique de
Non, ça
Doudou
va?
Cissé. Bon, ça va bien. Moi, je suis en train de...
Tu fais le Tchébou,
ma tchébouillap. À côté du grand de la communauté. Ah bon, il est très humble. Moi je l'appelle mon imam. Hein.
ton faux imam.
Bon.
Hey.
Bon, on a avec nous Monsieur Elagendao. Elagendao, c'est Monsieur Sunu Africa. He's the link for the African Caribbean radio and television in the African community. I've said it before and I'm saying it again. Elagendao, we met at NYU. Since then, we became friends, and he graduated to be a boarder.
That's right.
He's our imam here.
Before you up.
Elijah introduced me to some wonderful people in the community. Mamadou Ndao, Obebi Olali, Doudou Cissé, Lac Friend, Lac Cissé, et j'en passe.
Yeah, that's right.
The list is so long, but today this is our privilege once again to sit next to him and to welcome Elagendao back. I say back because he doesn't want me to start. Yeah, he jumped ship. He jumped ship, but we rescued him, you know. Le vieux a été repêché. Lorsque je parle du vieux, on appelle Mamadou Ndao le vieux.
Donc, ouais.
Il a été repêché. Bon, Elijah, it is a privilege to be with you today at the Baobab. How do you feel? Go ahead.
Well, I feel
Hold on
great.
the mic.
I feel great, and it's a blessing. A day that Africa is showing again his representative as in this community, especially in this neighborhood called Harlem, where we are trying to survive. Businesses,
Little Africa anymore? From now on?
huh?
We call it Little Africa.
Well, it's Africa. I mean, it's Little Africa. They used to call it Little Senegal, but now it's Little Africa. I think now things are changing. It's not about states. It's all about Africa now. The journey, the dream is about Africa now, and Africans are trying their best to show them that we made it. We changed everything. When nobody wanted to Harlem, we were here. So today is a day to really appreciate when a business is showing them again. When you think that we are going out, we are just beginning. This is just a beginning. So they better wake up and, like they say, and smell the coffee. So Baobab Restaurant is one of the pioneers of African restaurant in New York. So to see it going down, it would be a problem. So it would be a disaster. So it's a blessing seeing it that it's like they say, coming back stronger than ever. And this is just in a part of restaurant, but that's what's happening in different businesses. When you come down to media, when they think we are going down, we're only beginning. Things are only gonna get better. And when you go back to other businesses also, it's the same. So my brother, my friend, all I can tell you is today is a good day. It's a blessing day. It's a day to joy. And I'm speechless right now because I'm so happy to not only to be here, but to knowing that 100 years from now, our kids can see this video and say, oh, an ACR TV, when this thing was happening, they were there. So I leave it to that and say, God bless Africa. And boss, God bless the world, God bless everybody.
Okay, I just put my brother, oh baby, on the spot. And we have a date now to go to come closer. We have a date. He invited me to come to African morning music morning.
Yeah.
Oh baby, I told him he's doing a masterful job in the community. Yeah. And it's about time that we have journalists that are simply African journalists. This is not Nigerian journalists, Senegalese journalists, Haitian journalists, Ivorian. Mr. Cisse, I don't know how to call him. Ivorian, Senegalese, I don't know.
He's right in the middle.
Okay, but ACR TV is the umbrella that is really trying to get us to work together and create an entity that will be at the service of the African and Caribbean community, period. And it is a crime to have ACR TV and not having Oh Baby being a part of it. Okay?
Yeah.
It is a crime to have ACR TV and not having somebody like Dudu Cisse, who is an excellent MC, to be a part of it. Okay? It would be a crime and to have ACR TV and Elan Hendao would not be a part of it. Okay? But we need to move from just thinking at large. We need to act. We need to act, and today, the people who are listening to us, the people who are watching us, are witnessing history. History in the sense, before, when we had an event that happened, we had to wait a week later to report on it. Now, the event is happening. Elijah Ndao, Obebe Olali, Jean-Béliard Lucien, we are on the platform, we are live. And people can listen to us, people can are sharing what we are doing. This is just to be, to share your idea when you say, when they think we are coming out, we're going out, we're coming back stronger and stronger.
True that.
And we are here to stay. Of course, there are a lot of challenges.
True that.
But success is not being defined out of challenges.
True that.
You know? And there's a French author, poet, Victor Hugo, who said, those who are living are those who are struggling. Those who have a passionate vision of the future. Those people, they live. And we are among them. And often, like I was saying to Baby, sometimes, we're doing it in total indifference. People, sometimes, those who understand us pretend they don't understand what we're doing. They're waiting until that we are gone to say, oh, but Baby, he was such a great man. He has done everything that he got. Elijah Ndao was, oh my goodness, such a visionary. He's talented, but Elijah is no longer there. Yeah. Okay?
We don't need that.
So those kind of posthumous eulogy, of course, if it's eulogy, you're going to do posthumous. Appreciation, we need to start really not embracing the cult of personality. That's not what we're doing. However, we need to acknowledge our love for those who sacrifice themselves for the good of the community. And the joy that I'm experiencing is priceless. Whenever I meet a brother that I didn't know before, and I see that we are in the same path, and this is something that is important to me. So I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Well, let Elijah, okay. Oh, well, all right. Let me just, add that, like I said earlier on, before you came, okay, we were talking, and I said, that, he asked me a question, that what needs to happen to make sure, that all this struggle and all that we're doing, okay, will come from, get from what we are now to a point whereby we realize, big, dreams and activities and all that. And I said that the different groups, okay, have to come together. And who are those groups? One of them is the people that have the resources, meaning money, okay? And the next one will be those of us that have, the ideas, okay, and the projects to do, which we're already here, okay? Me, eh? Yeah. Okay, all right. So, anyway, hold the mic, yeah. So, we are already here doing it, okay? And then the other one is the audience, okay, which is the community. They have to come and support too, okay? Support in the sense that not just, saying, hey, you guys are doing a good job and all that, okay? But like, whichever way, if somebody has a small business or so, to come and, advertise. Somebody has, if you call for support, okay, they do so. Everybody has to work together to make sure that this is what. So that's exactly what he's talking about. That's exactly what you're talking about.